We'd like to welcome you to BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. I just want to get your thoughts on the state of minority business, black business, since you've been gone.
I'm a little bit concerned about it, quite honestly. I think some things have been dismantled or not followed through. I think we set a good platform here in the state to empower small businesses, to build bridges and networks to the banking system and to the government contracting system, and more importantly, the network between businesses. And so it's been a while. And I'm hoping that, particularly in these times, as we go through the process of recovery, that a lot of the things that were put in place to sort of lift up those businesses are still there, number one. To the extent that they have not survived, that something replaces them that's better, that will allow those businesses to be a part, because they are the lifeblood of this community, particularly here in a city like Baltimore, which is not just an ordinary city. This is a national city. It's a city that a lot of people have pride for and in, and you want to see people do well here. And I think that this is an opportunity that can't be missed. So hopefully, all the folks who have their fingers on the controls that get things done will listen to the small business community, empower that small business community, and allow them to invest in the people so that the people can benefit.
When you first signed the Memorandum of Understanding with the black community, you and then Congressman, ultimately Governor Early, you signed it at Coppin State. It was then a college.
Yep.
What do you think of Coppin State University and
so
the campus today?
Oh
300 million, was it?
Yeah, I'll say it was an investment in Coppin's future. Proud to see it go from Coppin State to Coppin University. Proud to see the leadership put in place the infrastructure. I'm hoping resources are continuing to flow to not just support the buildings that are going up on campus, but the professorships, the programs that the students need in order to get that education that will allow them to compete not just here in this community, but globally.
Well, it's interesting you say that. You know, there's a lawsuit going on right now where people are, the HBCUs are suing for the state to give money that was owed. But that's another question. I
just have two words: pay up.
Okay, well, one last thing. When you were running for office, lieutenant governor, redistricting.
Yes.
This is 10 years later.
Yes, here we are.
Baltimore County, they're not looking well. Liberty Road.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Redistricting, Baltimore City,
it's
Prince George's County.
Prince George's County. You know, I had a great conversation with Donna Edwards, the Congresswoman in the 4th Congressional. What's happening to her district? It's all about politics, and I think in this day and age, it needs to come out of the hands of the political class and be put in the hand of the citizens. An independent panel that's comprised of experts who understand the mapping process, but more importantly, citizens who can judge whether or not there's an equal distribution of representation. That I still am an advocate for minority
But this is a disempowering map when it comes to black people.
Pardon me?
This is disempowering.
Absolutely. It was disempowering in 2000 when I sued Governor Glendening and won. We got at that time some single-member districts created to allow for a greater voice in the minority community. But here we are 10 years later, and we're having the same fight again. And I think that at this point, it's a little bit reckless to disregard communities and to stretch them out to fulfill some political objective or to protect somebody's seat. If the demographics have changed in such a way that will allow for the line to be drawn in a fashion that puts you in the district with someone else, guess what? That's just how neighborhoods create themselves. And if you've done a good job as a legislator,
you have nothing to worry
about. If you haven't, guess what?
Bye.
Bye. See ya.
Thank you for your time. The one and
All right,
only
my man. Good to see you,
Steele, former Lieutenant Governor of the state of Maryland.
Man.
Keep watching BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth.